Be right here, Buzz TV. It's another fun day because we got a Webiview. Caught new friends of ours, Intronaut. Sashka, where you at today?
I'm here at home.
And where is home?
Los Angeles.
Okay, and I only say that just because the last couple months we've been dealing with people from all over the world. So, US to US, and we're only a few hours away. Now we see you guys have the first CD out. Tell me about this thing.
The new CD is Direction of Last Things. It's our 5th full-length album, and it's our best sounding, I think, yet, and I think everybody should check it out.
Now we've seen a little bit of stuff. We've caught some video clips, and we actually previewed this thing, and we really, really like it. And we've noticed on our schedule, you guys are pretty much heading out and embarking on some fun little tour dates, one of which will be stopping here in Vegas.
Yeah, it's the very first show of the 6-week-long tour.
Well, let's talk about this. Where's this tour going to take you guys?
All over North America. We do, basically it's all based around a month-long tour with Between the Buried and Me and Enslaved, and it's sort of bookended by a week of headlining shows out to and back from that tour. And the first show is November 12th in Vegas, and the last show is December 21st in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Very nice. Now, we're definitely going to catch that Vegas show, so we're going to meet the whole band and chat with a few of the other fellas. But for now, let's tell them who else is in the band and who did we not get lucky enough to catch today.
The other members of the band, we have Dave on guitar and vocals, Danny on drums, and Joe on bass.
See, just got to give everybody some love, even though we couldn't catch them today. They need to know.
Yeah.
How did this whole project start?
Intronaut?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we all, let's see, we all kind of grew up in the same area, going to shows like back in like the high school days, which is like going on 20 years ago now, and we all sort of remained in touch and played in bands that played along with each other, and sometime I think in like 2003 or 2004 we started Intronaut.
Very cool. See, I grew up back in that part of the country and actually stomped around the late 70s, early 80s, was bumping around, the Strip in Hollywood. So I know now how, let's say, congested it is when it comes to the case of bands and artists. Being a band from LA, getting a place to play or standing out of the mix of bands, how do you guys do something like that? Because it seems like the market is extremely saturated.
Well, I think at the time, and I think still today, we're doing something that, you're not going to get everywhere else. So I think it was pretty easy for us to stand out, and I think, over time, we just built a nice organic following, and, it's sustained us for, almost 12 years now, so.
No, that's a very cool thing. It's just really, really weird. We're talking with another band we're not going to mention. It's making some noise. And they more or less try never to play LA, and they're an LA band. And I asked them off camera, why don't you guys really play LA? And their personal opinion was, to us, it's the kiss of death. If we play LA more than 2 times a year, people think we're a quote-unquote LA band. And I never heard that before from anyone mention that. I mean, I understand the market's saturated because everyone wants to be there to get noticed and play and find all that sort of stuff. But I never heard of a band say that. Do you guys feel that in any way?
Well, yeah, I think it's the same for any city, really. I mean, that's why bands don't really tour through anywhere more than, usually twice a year. So, yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, we don't play LA often now either. I mean, when we were starting out, forever ago, we would probably play like once a month or something, but that's in order to build like a local following. Once you kind of have that, people aren't gonna come see you once a month, because they know you're gonna play next month. It's not a special occasion, so yeah, we try to limit our appearance in any city to, once or twice, 3 times at the most per year.
I could give you that. Now, with the latest CD, let me ask, the recording process with that, is it something that someone in the band comes with a groove? Is it a vocal written thing first? How do you guys go about writing and then getting the recording process going?
Yeah, I mean, the way it starts with us is like one person in the band will have kind of like a rough idea or like a song outline, kind of like a rough demo of a song, with like 2 guitar parts and drums. And then in the jam room, we'll kind of teach it to everybody else, and that's sort of where it kind of comes to life, when everybody's sort of adding their ideas and their spin on a certain part that you wrote, and a way to elaborate on other things, and that's sort of become our method of writing, at least for this record. That's primarily what's going on.
And how did the recording go with this? Was this a quick and easy product, or was it something that took a little bit of time?
It's never quick or easy, but the actual recording time was fairly quick this time. We decided to actually book less studio time this time around and just go into a studio like in the old days and just play the songs live.
Very nice.
So we, all basic tracks were done live in 4 days, and we took a few more days to do vocals and maybe like an overdub here and there. And then mixing was done by Devin Townsend up in Vancouver, BC. And my time in a recording studio on this record was a lot less than it normally is, which is nice.
Yeah, actually it is. 4 days. It sounds like you guys just got in, put your heads in the right place, and just bang that stuff out. So congrats on that. Now let's see, sponsorship. Anyone in the band endorsed that we want to give some love out? Let the sponsors know that we're thinking of them.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of gear companies that help us out. I can go down the list. It's a pretty long one, I think.
Well, you know me, I don't mind, but I know that they watch this at times, and we're all about giving love. And if someone's nice enough to show it to you, we have all the time in the world to let everyone know who they are.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so let's see. For drums, Danny has BW, Meinl cymbals, Quarian heads, Vic Firth drumsticks, and I think that's I don't know what else there is on a drum set, so I think that's it. And then Joe for bass he plays a Zahn custom bass through an Aguilar head and Ampeg cabinets. Dave and I both use Mesa Boogie amplifiers, and we play actually Dunnable Guitars, which is my guitar company. We play those guitars. So I'm going to pat myself on the back for promoting my own brand right there. How often does that happen? And then we all use Gator cases and Dunlop strings and Dunlop and MXR, picks and pedals and stuff like that. And Dave and I also use TC Electronics for vocal effect stuff. And I think that might be it.
Very nice. Now, let me ask you a question, because this is very rare. You have a guitar company. Want to talk about it a little? We have time?
Yeah, man. I've been building guitars, just sort of casually, like as a hobby, for like 6 or 7 years or something now, and it sort of just started to catch on. I think during our last touring cycle, like other bands would kind of ask about the guitars, and eventually I just found myself making guitars for guys in other touring bands, and then so when that whole touring cycle was over, I launched this company. About, I guess, under 2 years ago now, but it's been about a year and a half, and yeah, it's just been growing like faster than I can keep up with it.
Now, where can they find it? What's the website?
DoneableGuitars.com, or on Facebook or Instagram. Just give it a Google.
Perfect. And we'll make sure we have a link down here at the bottom, so click that sucker. I guess another thing, when it comes to that, might Donable Guitars Vietnam this year?
No, I mean, I will be there, but I won't be displaying. I won't have a booth there now.
Okay, because we'll be up there. We figured if you were, we'll make sure we stop by and definitely do a thing on that. But ourselves, we'll definitely check out the website and do some stuff. And when we see you in November, we'll probably have some questions about that now that I can do my homework on it.
Cool.
Let's see. Before we wrap this up, I like asking this question because I figure this is the most important question in any interview. What might we have left out that they need to know about the band?
You know what, man? I just all I wish that people would do is just listen to the band, and then I mean, that's really what there is to know right there is the music. So check us out. It's all on Spotify and iTunes, or God forbid, order a physical record. We have the pre-order up right now through Indie Merch. Just go to our Facebook and you can find links to all that stuff.
Oh, we'll have links down here to everything, and again, you could find their stuff on pretty much any of the digital formats out there.
Great.
We love the band, so we know they're going to love the band. We'll see if we could twist your arm a little bit, get a track. We'll make sure we throw that in, make you Artist of the Week, put it in the credits of an upcoming show, and there's a quick and easier way to check out the band as well. Now, the last thing we like doing in an interview is we play a little game called Roll the Bone. Okay, there's your camera. I have a 20-sided dice, back from D&D days. In fact, I found a 30-sided dice. This is going to be fun when we think up 30 questions. And we have 20 pre-selected questions. I think 3 or 4 of them even deal with music. We will replace question 20 today, and that's only because we need you physically here, because question 20 is below, and that constitutes me pulling out a breathalyzer, and, well, needless to say, I can't do that in a monitor. So we'll replace that with question 21 if we get it. You up for playing?
Yes.
Cool, I'll roll for you since you're not here, but if you do have a D&D dice, I'm up for you rolling. Number 7. Okay, this could work. Drug of choice. And mind you, drug does not necessarily mean a quote-unquote substance. Again, I've said this before. On a certain day, a loud guitar is the perfect drug for me. So.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. Music is my favorite drug, but if we are talking substances, I will smoke marijuana every once in a while.
There you go. Well, people know I am known to do that, and that generally is my drug of choice if I pick a substance. But again, I never limit people to substances because truly there are days I don't want to sit and smoke a joint. I just want to play my guitar, and I'll be doing that for hour upon hour. And then again, other days my drug of choice is chatting with a hot band like this. So it does cover a great deal of ground. I rolled the lucky number 3. I've gotten this question far too many times. I can't answer it anymore. The question is first concert seen live. You might get a kick out of this one. I was 8 years old. My parents took me to Magic Mountain. Yeah, at 52, it was shit open way back then. I don't think Colossus was built then. And they had artists doing things. And we went and saw this show. And it turned out the first concert live I've ever seen was Sonny and Cher because they played Magic Mountain.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember that they used to have concerts there. I think that ended in like the '90s when they had TLC there and somebody got shot or something at Magic Mountain.
yeah. Thank God they weren't doing that back then. I think there were too many hippies around.
Yeah.
And I know my dad definitely was doing some things back in those days. But it was funny to actually get in that conversation and have it hit me. Go, holy shit! The first show I ever saw was Sonny and Cher. But the kicker is, I worked for Cher. God, maybe 10, 15 years ago. I was doing production on one of her tours. Turns out she truly is the nicest person in the world. So anybody that throws that crazy diva line out there, you don't know the person. And two, I had to tell that story, and she got a laugh out of it, and then she gave me a look because I think I dated both of us, which I didn't mean to, but that's my story with that. So, that was our fun game of Roll the Bones. When you're here in November, we will have 30 questions. I'll figure out how to get 10 more, and we'll use that big-ass, crazy 30-sided dice.
All right.
And we'll go from there. But for now, I guess it's for me, for Saskia, for Intronaut, for Buzz TV, and we're just waiting for November for this tour to kick off. So if you're bouncing around North America, you got to see them live. For now, find a link down here, click it, you'll get right to the band, you'll get to their site, you'll get to their Facebook links, anything you want to know about them. I'm pretty sure in the next week or two you're going to hear them as Artist of the Week. I'm working, I think I have the perfect show to throw them in with. So things are really rolling for this band. We can't wait to catch them live, but the best thing is you need to catch them live because they're coming to your town, and if you miss it, then you've truly missed an act that you got to see. Saskia, I appreciate the time. Say hi to the fellas for us, and we'll be
Will
seeing
do.
you guys in November. See you guys.